great you're here. I'm so glad you agreed to help me move. Oh, come on in. Come on in. I can't begin to tell you how much it means to me that you came. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, there's nobody else here. It's just you. Mm-hmm. No, it'll be okay. We don't need anybody else to move what I have left. Yes. Well, the place is pretty much empty. I've nearly completely moved out. Oh, yes, all of the big stuff is at my new place. It's been set up and is ready to go. Anything that's still here is staying here, like the kitchen table over there, the curtains. I'm giving them to the new owners. Replacements for what I'm not taking have already been purchased and are being delivered. They're all upgrades, of course. I've splurged on everything I've ever wanted. I've decided to break from my old life and start fresh. No more regrets. I'm going to live life to the fullest from now on. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you approve. What do you mean by saying you wish you could do the same? Of course you can do the same. Everybody can. All it takes is the willpower to do what it takes, Seize the day. Well, maybe things will look up for you much sooner than you think. You never know. Yes, almost everything I have is there now. Clothes, dishes, all my little knickknacks. My TV and game system are all set up, and my computer is up and running. Water, electric, all good. I even have super fast internet. There's just one more very important thing I needed to take with me before I left the key in the kitchen counter and locked up for the last time. That's right. I did tell you that I needed your help moving, and I do. I wasn't lying just to get you over here to say goodbye or anything like that. No. There's one vitally important upgrade to my life that will just make everything perfect. Something that only you can help me with. You. That's what I said. You. No, the cuffs are not coming off. I'm taking you with me. I've decided that you're mine, and I'm making it happen. Did you know you're really cute when you're flustered and confused? It's adorable. Oh, no, and this is no joke. You are coming with me. And before you ask, no, and this isn't a dare, a prank, a setup, no, nothing like that. This isn't me bullying you or harming you in any way. No, this is me confessing to you right here, right now, 'cause I love you. I've loved you for a while now, and, well, I want you with me from now on, and so, to that end, I'm claiming you, and I'm taking you home with me. Oh, why can't it work that way? Oh, it's a serious question. Why can't it work that way? Okay, well, hold up. It's obvious that this is catching you by surprise. I knew it would. Just, let me give you a minute to collect your thoughts before responding. Come here. Oh, yes, come here. We're going to my bedroom, or what's left of it. The bed is being left here for the new owner so we can lay down and relax, I apologize. The bed you'll be in at my new place is much nicer, but this will have to do for now. Come here. I'll sit down at the head of the bed while you can lay down. Come here, rest your head on my lap, and I'll stroke your hair. You can put your thoughts together. Oh, come on, don't overthink it. Sit down on the bed, and then lay down in this direction. Then you can start overthinking everything that's happening to your heart's little desire. That's the way. Come here. Rest your head right there. You know full well that you've wanted to do this for a long time. And now you get to. Oh, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just relax. I'll do the rest. Does that feel good? There you go. Relax. Excellent. Now, as I continue to softly stroke your hair, gently massage your head and neck, you go ahead and explain to me why you think this might be a bad idea. Oh, that's not unfair. This is me being honest and upfront. I'm not causing tingles to shuffle relaxing thoughts down your spine and throughout the rest of your body in order to weaken your resistances to my evil schemes. Oh, no. I'm just showing you exactly how you're going to be treated when I bring you to my new home. To our new home. Yes, our new home. Not only am I not being unfair, I'm being more than fair by being open and forthright. Isn't that valuable information you want to know as you ponder your situation, decide how to react? Your hair is so nice. Oh, shh. Since you said that's so unfair for me to be doing this, is that an admittance that it's exactly what you wanted? That I guessed correctly? Is that your confession? Your revelation to me that my treatment of you now was greatly desired? Oh, yes, this is definitely not the normal, shall we say, wooing route that most people take. But why should such an exquisite creature as myself be forced to contain myself with the most ordinary things that other people do? Screw that. Why should I have to abide by the standard way of doing things? Well, first of all, the term norm means that it's the usual path used, which means there are some paths that exist even though they may be outliers. I'm simply choosing the road less traveled by. That will make all the difference. But second, just because something is the commonly accepted norm doesn't mean that it's not incredibly stupid. If I had asked you out on a date and you had accepted, we then would have dated a few times. And then I'd have finally gotten you to the place where you felt okay to call me your girlfriend. And then we would have gone through a long, slow, arduous period of getting to know each other. And then, God knows how much later it would have taken, but one of us would have proposed. Probably me, as you would have been wanting to, but dragging your feet. But I would have been considerate enough to try to encourage you into doing it for yourself. And then we would have a long wait while we planned the wedding. And then, possibly years later, we would finally get married. And, well, that's just a lot of wasted time we could have had being together. Don't you think? And that's the kind of thing that years from now would make us wish that we could go back in time and redo our lives to keep from wasting all of that time. So, think of me as the one who has already experienced all of that and then went back in time to today. I'm doing now what our future selves agreed we should have done in the first place. I want you. You want me. We're perfect for each other. So I've decided to be practical about the whole thing, and I'm making it happen. Simple as that. Oh, on the contrary, I don't think that being practical loses any of the romance at all. I find it very romantic. This is a story we'll be telling our grandchildren as they sit with wide-eyed wonder at our feet, as well as probably giggling at your embarrassment as I tell it. It gets you here with me in this place of gently caring for you and telling you that I love you. This is what you've been wanting me to do for some time. How is that not romantic? Oh, please, don't even try to protest that point. It's obvious to me that you've been crushing on me big time since the first time you heard my voice. You've simply been too timid to admit it. Oh, I'm sort of confirming that right now. You want this, am I not? Yes, you are cuffed, and I've got you in my lap. But not only are you obviously enjoying my affectionate touch without struggling, you're not gagged. The windows are open. There are children playing outside. We can both hear them. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's Mrs. Everly shouting to her husband to remember to put the trash out. If you wanted to shout or scream for help, someone would definitely hear you. And yet, well, you've chosen not to. Oh, don't give me that. You are not concerned that I might do something to you if you try to cry out for help. There's no gun, no knife, no weapon of any sort. No taser, no chloroform at hand, ready to go. And I've never given you reason to suspect that I might want to harm you in any way. Not in the months since you heard me, and not now. Unless you count my kissing you after I cuffed you to be an assault. No, well, you could stop this at any time, and yet you've chosen not to. True, I've never asked you out. Well, not exactly. I set up meetings and rendezvous with you for various other reasons, and I would organize the gatherings with all of your friends in such a way as to keep us together as much as possible. I actively tried to be around you at every opportunity. Did you not notice? In my defense, I did my best to subtly encourage you to make a move without making it seem like I was doing so, which I rightfully believe would have made you run in fear if I were that upfront about it. But you never did. You never acted upon your desire to be with me, even though it was painfully obvious that this is what you did, in fact, desire most of all. So you know what? Screw subtlety. I realized that the only way I was going to be with you was to force the issue myself. You were never going to step forward. So, well, it was up to me to be the aggressor. But as I just said, if I forced the issue in the, as you say, normal, conventional way, I knew you to panic and run, and so the only logical course of action was to keep you from running. I know this qualifies as kidnapping, but I've decided I'm okay with that. Very Good. That is a valid point in answering why not. If the proper authorities find out what I'm doing, I could go to jail. It is definitely a risk that I'm taking by doing this, but it's a calculated risk. The odds of my being discovered are greatly reduced by the fact that you want me to do this, and you're not going to make it difficult for me to get away with. You figured it out. I don't have to move away for another job or for any other reason that I've been telling people. I never did. My move has always been a part of my plan to be with you. I knew that even though I'm right, and this is what you and I both want, if I stayed around here and did this, one of, if not all of our friends would react in a way they believed would be saving you. For that reason, I'm going to take you someplace far away from other people where we can be alone together, at least for a while. I'm taking you to a place where I can cuddle you and care for you in every way, show you how wonderful you are, without having to face my fear that anybody will take you away from me, but also to alleviate your fear that I'm not serious about my love for you and that I might leave you or reject you. You're going to be mine, and I'm going to show you how much I mean it. Me not giving you a choice is me helping you. You would have never given yourself a chance to experience my love for you otherwise. Yes, you heard me correctly. I was afraid of losing you forever. I know that must feel very strange for you to hear, since you're the shy one and I'm the outgoing one, but I really wanted to be with you, and I was afraid that any revelation of that feeling would make you skittish. I've considered every option, and this is the only one I believed got me you. No, I mean it. I considered every option. If I had tried any of the conventional paths, not a single one ended with you and me together that I could see. I could have asked you out and then asked you out again and then continued to pester you about it, hoping that you'd break down and one day finally accept my invitation to go out on a date. But you wouldn't have said yes. You'd only have fearfully avoided me because of this strange idea you have that you're unworthy of someone as wonderful as myself. It would have not only kept this from happening, it would have severed what friendship we do have. Or I could just take you and be done with it. We both get what we want this way. I guess this is pretty much the plot of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Maybe I did use that as an inspiration. I'm not sure. Well, if it influenced me on a subconscious level, then by definition I wouldn't be aware of that, now would I? Oh, you see, that laugh and that smile both confirm that I'm doing the right thing taking you. Oh, what do you mean that doesn't prove anything? That proves everything. You're not afraid of me. You're having fun. You think this is silly and tender. Maybe even a little sweet and romantic, but not wrong. You can't kidnap a willing victim, and that's further confirmation to me that this isn't really a kidnapping. It's a rescue. Well, from yourself. I'm doing what's best for you, whether you like it or not. It's an intervention. I'm the best thing that could ever happen to you, but you're too afraid to take it yourself. I'm merely in agreement with the decisions you want to make. Oh, no, I'm not a yandere. I knew you would bring that up. But I hate the term. Does any part of this feel unhinged or out of control? I haven't drugged you. I haven't hurt you. I haven't threatened you or anybody else. Okay, yes, the cuffs are kind of a point in that direction. But I'm taking you with me no matter what you say, and it's technically possible that I've misread the entire situation and you're not really on board with any of this. But that's the calculated risk I spoke of earlier. And I did also admit the possibility of losing you gave me fear. I'd admit to that again, even if it's brought up against me at my trial. If you want to label me as a Yandere, then I guess label me as a Yandere. I'll live with that. I may even learn to like it one day. But seriously, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me right now that you don't find me attractive. Tell me that you don't think I'm beautiful, not just physically. Tell me it didn't make you feel wonderful to be around me as much as possible. Tell me that you weren't really crushing on me big time. Tell me that you weren't struggling within yourself to build up the courage to ask me out. Tell me that you really are very brave and that you've never asked me out because you simply don't like me. Tell me that my assessment of you and this situation are in any way incorrect. Go on. Tell me. Tell me that my lightly stroking your temples while running my fingers gently through your hair and speaking to you softly and warmly while telling you how much you're worth to me isn't what you've been dreaming about for months. Tell me that. I'm listening. You see, well, your silence tells me everything I need to know. So now I think it's time. I'm going to bring you to my car. I'm going to lock up our old lives here. And we're going to head out to begin our new lives together. You can lay in my lap as I continue to caress you and pet you and in every way let you know just how much I will always love you. Are you ready? Of course, I'm not throwing you in the trunk. I told you I want to run my fingers through your hair all the way there. Besides, I can't wait to see the look on your face as we pull into your new home. You're going to be thrilled. It's just you and me, sweetie. An unconventional love story, but a love story nonetheless. Me, the forceful yet loving. No, not Yandere. Stop saying that. I'm the wild protagonist with a tender heart in this fascinating tale that makes the audience hope that all her plans come to fruition. And then there's you, the preciously cute bunny rabbit of a kidnap victim that needs to be cared for all the rest of his life. Oh, fine. Call me what you want, babe. I guess that's your pet name for me now. I suppose I can handle it. And you know why? Well, because you and I both know you want to be here. This audio was brought to you by my Patreon. Thank you, my good boys, for making everything here possible.